So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Big chance! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Grêmio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Gullit. Pass is just off target. And he cuts out the supply. Gullit. Now it's Eto'o. Passing nice and neat. Thuram makes the interception. And it's Zanetti. Del Piero. Pato. Oh, good Pato! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Alexander Pato clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Seedorf attempts a clearance. Grêmio have the chance to go the other way. Toure demonstrating his defensive quality there. Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, it's just a little long. Xabi Alonso.
Grêmio are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ronaldinho looking understandably energised after his goal. Yaya Toure.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Del Piero. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Good ball over the top. And he's managed to get free. That is good strength. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good foray he's making. He is through here. Pato. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Ronaldinho. And this is Del Piero. Messi. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Davids wins the duel this time. Xabi Alonso. Thuram. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Pato. And he's running through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Ronaldinho! We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pato is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Del Piero.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Eto'o. And it's Pato. It's a searching pass. Del Piero. Early ball out from the back. Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Pato. And this is Romario. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Eto'o. Gullit. And that is expertly dealt with. Time and again they are repelled. Nice intercept. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Grêmio coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Grêmio really...
Bullish header! And again! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Gullit tries to pass it through. Gullit. Zanetti has the space to scheme. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And that's another good win of the ball. And this is Gullit. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Xavi Alonso. And it's Del Piero. No, he's not getting past him there. Chiellini cuts it out. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for the run. Ronaldinho. Adriano. Can he get it through? That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Davids. And it's Pato. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Messi! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Messi's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Xavi Alonso. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Hullet. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Del Piero. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what a mistake! Now the delivery. Oh, important interception. Looking to play him in. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. But that has not gone well. Del Piero. That has ended up in no man's land. He's going for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Del Piero clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Zanetti. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's a sharp little ball here.
Eto'o clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nicely shaped ball. Pepe calmly anticipates. Del Piero with a definite foul there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Pepe.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's Adriano! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi. And that's it. Grêmio were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Grêmio desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim. Oh, he's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Davids. And here's Romario. And the shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's good vision.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He has found the... And the finish! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't...
Del Piero! Oh, off the bar! Pepe can clear it away. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Romario. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Yaya Toure, forced to go back. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Yaya Toure, there's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short, and he lines up... Oh, good effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ronaldinho. And it's Davids. Looking for a runner. Ronaldinho. Almost half an hour in now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. Decent chance! Goal! Gremio! And the comeback is complete. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Gremio have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Zanetti. Now he's got space here. He has a look up. Chance, surely! And it's been given away. And another try! Ronaldinho. Del Piero. Now Ronaldinho. Davids did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pato stood his ground strongly. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Romario, over to the right flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now he's off and running. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Toure scooting forward. Well, played right into his path. And Hullet! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he is deftly away. Messi! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets. And this is getting better and better.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know that
Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Long ball looking to counter. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. Gets us going once more. And it's Yaya Toure. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely shaped ball. And nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good take in a good area. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And here's Zanetti. And he's been shifted off it. Ronaldinho. And now the breakaway. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Maldini.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Hullet being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Xabi Alonso, who's set up one goal so far.
Might want to be careful there.
Pato had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And this is Messi. He's found some space. And the shot! Xabi Alonso, not the most accurate pass. Ronaldinho. Del Piero applies the finish! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Early ball out from the back. Quality ball. That's a cute ball. Lovely ball and a real chance. Takes a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pato. Pato will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho. Seedorf is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for the shot! Pull it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Pato. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's well spotted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Into the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. He is through here. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So where will he go? And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Flamengo cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's lofted through here. That's beautifully weighted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Flamengo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Yaya Toure. And it's Del Piero. He might be in here! I think we're just about done here. That's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball. Del Piero has the space to scheme.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Grêmio have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Messi claiming the man of the match. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect.
Hits a shot! Oh, good-looking ball. Messi. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And they're back on the ball again. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shoots! Del Piero. Backward it goes. And the pass is intercepted. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that's well seen too. Grêmio yet to have an attempt on goal. Flamengo, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Seedorf. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Seedorf. And here's Messi. Forced to go back. There's the shot! Ronaldinho! He really is something! About as smooth as it gets! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cannavaro. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. Half an hour played now. And here's Del Piero. Yaya Toure. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Romario, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Real chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Gremio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Del Piero. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ronaldinho. Cannavaro. Looking for the run. And that's another good win of the ball. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Now, can they get him away? And Yaya Toure! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Thuram. Gilberto Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's an imaginative pass. This might be a chance! And he's stuck it away! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Flamengo cut their deficit and look raring to go again. Well, and that signals the end of the first period. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Gremio are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ronaldinho. There he goes, motoring forward. Steaming. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So we have movement on both benches. Gremio now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And here's Zola. And he's managed to get free. Bojan Krkić did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shot at goal! Goal! Back to within one! Interesting! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is expertly dealt with. Gremio do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that could set him on his way. Adriano picks it up out wide. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bojan. Oh, well played.
Flamengo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Adriano. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho. And he's being shifted off it. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
Oh, he's won on the finish! It's a goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And this is Adriano. And this is Adriano. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now, who's going to be first to this? Adriano engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Yaya Toure. Eto'o. Gremio have it back and can go again. Eto'o! And that really should have been that.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter.
It's Eto'o! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Alonso. Seedorf. Knocks it into space. He's looking wide. Looking for a runner, and this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He won't be happy with that one. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball. He's in one-on-one. He might be in here. He's found decent chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So now the difference is 3. Maldini. Chiellini.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
To Maldini. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Gol marcado para o Grêmio. Camisa 5.
Grêmio, and that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.